upload a vlog style live stream yesterday because I was so in my feelings about the still being dirty for weed. So what I've come to realize, and this is going to be a story time slash, I guess, honesty bomb, is that circa 10 years ago when I was in prison, they told me that I had hepatitis when I went in. When I came out, I had defeated the hepatitis. My body had healed itself. So over the past 4 or 5 days, I guess since Ronnie died, and I did that 3-day water fast. I'm over here massaging my kidneys and liver now. What I realized is that even though I was intermittent fasting for the past 2 years, I was still binge eating, namely carbohydrates. So even though drinking a 12-pack of beer for 29 years straight absolutely gave me alcoholic hepatitis, and I probably had the other kind of hepatitis too, because routes of administration, you name it, been there, right? So I had to get real about all of my vices, namely sugar being one of them. So what I've been doing now, besides all the other things, exercise, drinking tons of water, it's all great, but it's not going to do you any good if you're triggering that insulin response and you're decimating your excretionary organs with tons of carbs and sugar. So even though I was like eating all organic, fair trade vegetables, and I was still getting a lot of sugar every day and tons of carbs. So what I have changed, because 66 days clean from weed and to still have it in my system, that's just my body telling me that something's not right. So I'm not going to go get panels or a biopsy or any of that. I'm just going to cut the carbs out of I'm going to go down to a keto amount of carbs. So less than 50 grams a day of carbs, no sugar. I'm sitting here drinking black coffee, which is also extremely good for the liver. For anyone else who hasn't done the research, it's extremely good to help your liver not only detoxify, but to heal itself. But it doesn't matter if we treat these symptoms if the root cause is still there. And for me, it was a whole ton of carbohydrates that my body could not handle and aided in fat deposits in my liver. So the beauty of this is I still haven't drank or drugged for 66 days. I'm still in much better health after the water fast. I got my abs coming back, right? And I'm in danger of, the only thing I'm in danger of is doing more damage, come to find out from some further research, that it actually aids to fatty liver if you lose weight too quickly. So I did the 3-day water fast challenge in honor of my friend's OD, and just because I was so disgusted with myself for binge eating the night before, that, yeah, I went ahead and I lost 10 pounds, but now I'm back on just my regular intermittent fasting schedule. So yesterday, oh, this feels amazing. So yesterday I broke my fast at 2 o'clock. I had a big organic salad with ground beets or ground carrot, which does have high sugar, but walnuts, drowned it in olive oil, drowned it in organic apple cider vinegar. And then for dessert, I had a pea protein smoothie bowl with a handful of frozen organic fruit, which just now in my infancy of my research, I'm realizing had a bunch of sugar too, but it's progress, not perfection. And honestly, like just the awareness that I have that there is no justification for eating a bunch of bread at night or eating 3 bowls of cereal, even if it's gluten-free, is a big wake-up call, right? Also, the vaping, thanks to Dr. Duck Duck and, people that know more than me on YouTube, right? Because I'm sober today and I could spend time learning and doing my yoga homework. That's second filler word. I have realized that vaping is just as bad as smoking in terms of studies with mice, because mice share 99% of the same gene expression as humans. So they can study like over generations of what's basically going to happen to us in a lab setting with mice quite quickly. So shouts to all the mice out there. And the mice that were introduced to nicotine aerosols versus the control group had like something ridiculous, like 400% more gene variation going on, and namely with the liver. So, and fatty liver was right up there. So, am I worried about anything? No. Am I grateful to be able to make the lifestyle changes? Yes, because even with all the healthy things I'm doing, which I guess I'm quite boastful about, my wounded inner child is doing it. It's coming from a weird place, but just like many of us, we go to the gym for the wrong reasons. We start for vanity, but then we end up getting the benefits, right? And so might have started for whatever reasons, but I'm staying because I want to live. So I could probably drink enough water today and take another THC test and I would pass it. But I wanted to get the dirty, stinky, gritty urinalysis of myself. And to someone who commented on my TikTok that the test was faulty, somebody's texting me back. It wasn't the test. So it's my body's holding on to fats, namely fatty liver. Doesn't just have to be 29 years of drinking a 12-pack a day. It can also come from poor diet. So even if it's organic, fair trade, all that, you have to take a look at the big picture. And so am I going to go completely Dr. Sebi, alkaline vegan? I'm going to do more of a Mediterranean diet. If I want cheese, I'll have cheese. If I want salmon, I work at a great place where they fresh local fish. So, I might be getting some of those good fats in other ways. Anyways, just wanted to check in because I didn't upload yesterday and be brutally honest that my disease manifests in many ways, and one of them being food addiction. So it's not just drugs and alcohol. Right now it's, the food and the vaping, hence intermittent fasting. Hence getting outside of self, doing things like the cold plunges, doing things like the alkaline breathing, all the things, right? Daily. So I did notice that my energy has been sapped in recovery, since I got out of treatment almost 2 years ago now. But I ate a ton of food in there. I gained like 20 pounds in treatment. Always feeling lethargic, always feeling drained. They told me I had biomarkers for hypothyroidism, which is also linked to fatty liver. So it all begins within, literally. There's the viewfinder there. Your liver accomplishes like 50 tasks for the body, and it is also tied to the thyroid and other glands, various glands around the body, as well as your brain and gut health. So personally, I'm beginning by cutting out carbs as much as possible. I will keep you up to date. I will stay accountable, stay uploading to this channel. I want to keep this under 10 minutes, and I still have not reached out to enough people today. Nobody told you I love you, but I'm not in love with you. And even if it's 1% better each day, one less cigarette, a little bit less grams of carbs, one more push-up, one more phone call, you're better. Celebrate your victories. Get a dopamine hit for doing something today that tomorrow you will thank you for, even if it's one thing. Peace and love.